Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics, and today we're heading from Antares Point, Arizona on historic Route 66 all the way to Seligman. This is Antares Point, or Giganticus Headicus. You'll see the big green guy right there. But we're going to drive by here, and then I'm going to stop and just let you take a little bit of a look around. They got the old Radiator Springs police car there. This is some of the cool cars and trucks they've got. We're just going to kind of do a little walk around and let you enjoy it. So kick back as we go ahead and just have a good time on Route 66. And here is Giganticus Headicus. Kind of a wild guy. Looks like he belongs in Hawaii almost, but you know, Route 66 has just got lots of stuff with tons of character, and that's what makes this place so special. And then look over here on the side. We have the lady statue. She's the guardian of Route 66 by Greg Arnold, was the artist. Now we're just going to go ahead and just do a little drive through here, checking everything out. Got a cute little gift shop inside. You get a chance, and great place to take some photos and just enjoy yourself here. And there's a Radiator Springs police car. And hang on for the next stop. We're heading up to Hackberry, Arizona, or the Hackberry General Store. It's actually named after a hackberry tree at the silver mine, or at the spring by the silver mine. Let's kick back. Let's kind of enjoy the ride as we drive on down. Well, I want to say one thing. If you're new to the channel, well, thank you very much for stopping in and watching our video. And please subscribe and, like the video and comment. We like to hear from you. Let me tell you a little bit about us. We're all about Route 66. We're here to promote Route 66, the small businesses along Route 66, and to try to help preserve what's here and to save Route 66. So that we keep it for future generations. And that's one of our goals that we really want to do. So watching our videos and stuff, we have over 400 videos. We do long form, we do tons of shorts too. But if you're watching on TV, you don't have to worry about seeing the shorts. I got baby donkeys though, so it's pretty hard not to see those. Those are pretty cute. But as we drive down here, I have actually a store in Seligman. Literally about myself. I'm Route 66 Road Relics, and it was actually an old Richfield gas station originally owned by Joe Delgadillo, who is one of the Delgadillo brothers. You probably heard of Juan Delgadillo from the Snow Cap, or Angel Delgadillo, the guardian angel of Route 66. Him and a group of people were responsible for getting historic designation in 1987 for historic Route 66 in Arizona. And that was the start of the revitalization across the country. But just want to go through and, thank you for watching. If you're a returning viewer, we really appreciate you. You Route 66 road trippers, you guys are awesome. And we really appreciate you watching and just seeing what's out here on Route 66. Because, and please let your friends know about the videos, and whether you want to see shorts or long form, whatever you want to see, we're here for you. And if you're getting to Seligman, Arizona, please stop by my store. We're right by the Snow Cap. It's called Route 66 Road Relics. We do all sorts of Route 66 memorabilia, and you'll also find all sorts of kind of fun antiques, road relics, tailgates, grills, just all sorts of fun stuff. Well, I'm going to hush now and we're going to drive on a little bit more. So here we go. And just to give you a little more reference of where we're at, we're basically, you would catch this from Kingman coming out, or you can go the other way from Seligman. If you want to come from Seligman, you can actually get off on the original Route 66 called Crookton Road now, which would be just past Ash Fork. And there's also, just so you know, we've got like the Seligman Route 66 KOA, which if you're an RVer, that's a great spot. There are some also BLM land, it'd be towards the Williams side of Ash Fork. I see a lot of people out there, and you can actually catch a few of the old sections of Route 66 from way back in the day. So just check it out, and want to go through and let you know there's plenty of places to stay with RVs. Is like I said, the KOA is a great spot right up there. But let's just kick back, and we're getting almost there. Here we go. Now welcome to Hackberry, Arizona. Like I said, it was named after a hackberry tree at the local spring. And we're going to drive by it real quick, and then I'm going to stop here and let you take a look. What I love about Hackberry, it has all the old gas pumps. It was several gas stations for quite a while. Went by a couple different names on the gas stations. There were a couple of them here at one point in a grocery store. It's just a fun stop. This place it's like stepping back in the 1940s. You see all the old cars, the trucks, see all the old signs and stickers on the front of the place. You get people from all over the world come here. And the Hackberry General Store, there's lots of cool stuff inside to see too, so definitely stop in there and say howdy to Amy. She's the owner in there. Tell her Big Mike said howdy from Route 66 Road Relics. I love that mobile Pegasus up top, and the Hackberry General Store, the visible gas pump. This is one of my favorite cars here. I mean, this would be something cruising down the road in the late 26, 1930s. It's just awesome on that Ford model. It's a Ford Model T, I believe. I'm not sure, but there's so much cool old signs around here. Oh, they got hubcaps on the wall. The Road Relics. I mean, look at all of these awesome old cars. I mean, this does bring back memories of old family road trips. You remember when you were sitting in the back seat of your folks' car going around down old Route 66, or maybe even later on as an adult when you were driving with family or friends. Those are the memories that make Route 66 special. Remember those people you were with that maybe aren't around anymore, but you know, it just, I don't know, it's seeing old America here and bringing back the way things were on a lot of stuff, and also leading to the future. Route 66 is always changing. There's new attractions coming on. There's old attractions sometimes go away, unfortunately. And you know, you even have the abandoned stuff. And there's like Truxton, when we see Truxton and some of that stuff later on, the abandoned things, they have a character too. There's a kind of a beauty in them too. But I'd like to take the videos so that we have this for future generations, and they can go ahead and see what's there and see the new things that are coming along too. Well, let's take a little drive and kick back here. Our next stop's going to be Valentine, Arizona. As we drive on a little more, our next stop is going to be Valentine, Arizona. And we get to go ahead and see the old 76 station, which has recently just been converted into a really cool bar and grill. I think they're open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays that you want to check out. We also have Ruben's Place, Valentine Station. He's another fellow YouTuber out there. You know, if you get a chance, say howdy. A lot of times he'll come out and say, talk to you. And, you know, he's doing a lot of fun stuff for Route 66 out there too, so we appreciate everybody that promotes Route 66. So we're just go ahead and Valentine also has a few abandoned places. Got an old dance place, which is pretty cool. We've got the old school, the old Indian school up there. Now here is the 76, the old 76 station. And let me just kind of walk around here a little bit. Got a couple of the cool old semi out there. Another old truck. And they've got it set up inside. I went ahead and meet the owner, and really nice folks in there. They serve food. They got a regular bar and grill too, so all sorts of whatever drink you want. And you know something, you're going to find lots of tourists and locals there because it's just good food and it's got a lot of character. So, you know, I hope you kind of enjoy this looking around here a little bit. And we'll check her. You got to stop in here for some food and support these local businesses. Look at that, it's got the hood with the, what do they got there? Oh, there's one of the there's one of the staff there. Here we go. Busy day on Saturday there. Now this is actually, you've got the old country dance place, Bert's Country Dancing. That's closed down, as you can see, but it was kind of cool. Small little country bar or something way back in the day. But that's what was so cool about Route 66. There's all these wild things. I mean, back in the day, in some of these places, they had rattlesnake pits and stuff. Now check this out. This is the Chief Motel. Not a lot back there called mobile homes, but if you take a look real close here, you can, I'll show you. Let me see here. Let me get a little better look there. But you actually can see the chief. You can see the headdress with it, and this is just a really neat old sign that I like. Let me see if we get a little better look here. There we go. And you can see the chiefs up at the top. There you go. Seeing a little better. But this is just a neat old sign. Now we're going down a little further. Now here's our buddy Valentine Station, or actually, I'm sorry, that's the 76 station still. We're gonna pass by it. And then there's the Bert's Country Dancing. And then there's the Chief's Motel. And then here comes my buddy Valentine Station right here. That's Ruben. Yeah, we're gonna stop. I got to talk to him a little bit later, so let's take a look and got the cool little cars, some trucks. He's always got some projects going. He's got a bunch of Route 66 projects he's working on. He's got one he's making some kind of statue out of a, I don't know what it is. It's a statue made out of trash, aluminum cans and stuff, which, hey, power to it, man. You go, Ruben, get it done. You know, anything like that just sounds like a worthwhile cause. There we go. We're just doing all driving here. Now, you'll see a little bit here. We're going to pass the old Indian school. And I'm using my new Pocket 3. I tell you what, man, that new camera, I'm having a ball with it. It's really smooth on everything right here. So, hope you guys like all this video footage we're getting. And tell me other places you want to do. We do Route 66 or side trips off of Route 66. We're really, with over 400 videos, we're the #1 Route 66 channel on YouTube. Not the largest, but we're definitely the biggest one with the amount of videos that we do. And one thing I wanted to tell you, we'll let you guys in on a kind of a secret here, what's going on. We, in about 2 weeks, are going to have a camera, a full-time, a camera from 8 till 6 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're going to have a street view camera of Route 66 in Seligman, Arizona, right outside my place. And you can go ahead and just watch Route 66 live, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be coming up. And then we're also probably do some vertical lives now and then too. So that's just, a few of the things we're playing with. We're also, it's going to be December, but one of the things you guys love Route 66. I know you guys are passionate about it like I am. And I love just taking my friends and buddies like you guys out with a drive on me and letting you see everything. That's the school right there. As you can see, we drive by. That's the old Indian school right there. And I think I got a little better close-up of it. I think we stopped for just a second to get a little better video. But one of the things we're going to look at trying to do is in December. Oh, there's the school. A little better view of the Indian school. Very cool. Now we're driving on. We'll be actually heading to Truxton, but this part right here is one of the most scenic. But what we're going to be doing, I'm looking at doing a Route 66 movie night where we can go ahead and premiere. I can watch. I'm going to show you guys on live video. We're going to get an old movie screen up, and I'm going to go ahead and show you basically some of our longer videos, and then we're going to do it live for everybody. Kind of like a little Saturday night thing where you can grab your popcorn and sit on the couch and watch a little TV and enjoy an hour and a half show all about Route 66. And I'm also going to try to get other creators involved. And there's a train right there. Trains run along Route 66 all the time. But that's one of my projects I'm working on. We're going to have, in December, I'm hoping to get it started. We're going to go ahead and have Route 66 movie night. So stay tuned for that too. Well, I'm going to hush now, and we're just going to go ahead and do a little driving here. It's a wildlife park, and we're out to come out and support them. They do all sorts of fun animals that you can check out. It's just a nice little stop, and that's what's so neat about Arizona and Route 66, and all the stops. There's just so many things to see. And our next stop here is heading towards Truxton, Arizona. There's some pretty cool old hotel there, and there's some current places still there, but they also did a nice job of just restoring some of the stuff. And there's also a really nice convenience store there that has a whole bunch of Route 66 photo ops, so definitely want to stop there and check that out. Well, I'm going to hush, and we're going to drive. This is some pretty country we're going to be going through, so hang on there, chill out, listen to the music, and let's just enjoy the drive, folks. thanks for hanging with Big Mike. Let's go. Now, one thing I also want to talk about is the weather a little bit. Kingman, in Arizona, the temperature has a lot to do with the elevation. Flagstaff, Williams is closer to 7,000 foot. Seligman, Ash Fork, places like that, we're about 5,300 foot. And Kingman is around that 3,000, and Oatman is around that 3,000 foot level. Where that affects you, especially if you're an RV traveling or camping or anything like that, is that in the summer, Kingman can get pretty dang hot in the middle of the summer. You know, you can be 100 plus pretty easily, whereas we're usually about 10, 15 degrees cooler on average. So that's just one thing to keep in mind when you're traveling and stuff. You might want to like stay overnight in Seligman, Arizona or Williams, because it's going to be a lot cooler there. Or if you're in an RV, so you don't have to run your AC the whole time, that's a nice spot. And also, we're going to be doing a bunch of these road trips. I'm actually heading back to, I got to go to Texas to Dallas, but I'm going to try to go ahead and go all the way back to Missouri on Route 66, and I'm going to see if I could do it. I don't want to get the highway sections, but I'd like to get all the old Route 66 sections. And if I can do that, we might have a whole ton more videos. One thing that I'm really excited about and I want to tell you about is we have a Route 66 donkey that was from a rescue, and we got it from a rescue up on Route 66 that's no longer around though. And I'm going to take her out. Her name is Daisy May, and we're putting a pack saddle on her, and I'm going to walk her down some of the old abandoned sections of Route 66. Our first one that we're starting is just outside of Seligman, where the old abandoned bridge is, and on Crookton Road, and then we're going to walk, and you'll see weeds in the road. You know, the main road just like 15, 20 feet over, but it's really cool, and we're going to give you a point of view from our donkey, because you're going to go ahead and we're going to put the camera set up so you can watch the road between her ears, and then we'll also do some other cameras and stuff, of course. But that's one of the fun things we're going to have. You know, I want to show Route 66 in so many different ways to you guys. You know, I'd like to share a lot of I like the old forgotten highways on some of this stuff. You know, there's that beauty in them, and there's a history, and they look different, and there's just, I don't know, there's something that just draws me. I don't really know why, but they're just interesting. I'm gonna start walking them. I'm gonna bring my donkey along, and so you'll get to meet Daisy May hopefully next week. And I think you're gonna really enjoy it. So you get to go ahead and see Route 66 through the point of view of donkeys. So I think you're gonna love that. All right, well, I'm gonna hush and go a little bit further. We're getting pretty close to Truxton though, so hang on. In here, you kind of see it in the distance here. We're gonna drive by, and then I'm gonna stop and just kind of give you the big mic tour of the place. See right there, got a lot of fun stuff out here. There is, like I said, a mix of both the abandoned. Now this is the gas station. They've got a cool Route 66 shield there, old trucks and cars, and a nice little convenience store. So great place to grab some food and take a bathroom break if you need it. This right here is the Orlando Motel. Now they're not open, but they got these cool old semi trucks outside. And then we're gonna go a little further up here. We're just gonna drive by, and then I'll stop and show you a little bit more. There's the Truxton Station. There's the Frontier Motel. Used to have a cafe there. Gas station. There's a Truxton Cafe that's abandoned. And that's pretty much Truxton right there. But hang on, because we're going to take a look, and I'm going to really kind of just show you what's out here. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Let's see here. Hang on, I got to turn around. There we go. Now, these are some of the old semi. This is, I'm not sure who it is, but the guy who owns this hotel does a fantastic job. The hotel's just a private space now, but the Orlando Motel. Then we got the Frontier Motel. Restaurant is closed, but they've done a nice job keeping the sign and the mural up. It's just a neat look. Really enjoy stopping here and get some great photos on this place. And then next, this is that I was talking about, the convenience store. And you got the old motorcycle, and this got this huge historic Route 66 shield. And I really love it when the people embrace Route 66. The photo stops. That's a big part for everybody. When they're driving by, coming in, they want to see things. They want to take photos. They want to feel a part of America and feel the old school. Look at this. This is a car over here. It has wooden spokes. I mean, that's crazy thinking about it. But that's just some of the fun. There's a lot of cool cars and trucks around here. Just gonna walk around and kind of just show you real quick. Got a nice old farm truck back there. There we go. Get a little better view of that bad boy. And then we're going to come over here, and this car right here, I just got to tell everybody, it's a dry heat, folks. When it comes up here, it's definitely a dry heat. In just a second, you'll see what I'm talking about. So hang on there. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see him. Yeah, got the skeleton in the car. All right. Well, now we're hitting the road again. And hang on here. Next stop is going to be Peach Springs. And we're going to see the old gas station there. They're actually working on restoring it. And we'll stop there. You can also do a whitewater rafting from there. And I believe they also have stuff to the Grand Canyon West where you can go ahead and start tours from there going all the way over or something. But a lot of fun stuff. One word of a caution here is you will be driving onto the reservation. Obey the speed limit. Be a good person on routes. Be a good Route 66 road tripper and obey the speed limit, and everything be good. So we're heading right up here, and I think we're actually getting there pretty close. So gonna drive for a little bit longer. We got a little ways to go here, listen to some music, and when we get there, I'm gonna stop and show you that gas station, and we'll go from there. You know, traveling Route 66, it just brings back so many memories for me, and you know, it's just peaceful out here. That's what I kind of really love about Route 66. Look at all this space you have. And you come up to town. It's just, America's a pretty cool place to see. Alright, well, back to the driving, guys. Well, now we're actually following, for the next several miles, we'll be following a pair of motorcycles that are cruising. You'll see them up ahead of us there. We're just hanging way back. We don't want to crowd anybody over here. And, you know, when you're out on Route 66, there's no rush. Roll the window down, crank the tunes, just feel the wind in your hair. Or don't crank the tunes and just listen to the silence as the wind blows by. But you know, I've never really ridden a motorcycle before, but I gotta tell you, I think it would be pretty cool, you know, taking the Route 66 on a motorcycle. I mean, it's got to be one sense of freedom doing something like that. But these guys are living the dream ahead of us, the two of them just cruising down Route 66 and not a care in the world and just enjoying the minute, mile by mile. What a day. Alright, well, we still got a little more cruising to do, so hang in there. Here we go. Well, here we go. We're finally coming into Peach Springs. You'll see this is actually, I think it's a Halalupai Reservation, I believe. I'm not sure if I said that right. Sorry, I apologize. But we're coming up here, and they actually have a real nice convenience store here. So if you wanted to pick up anything, use the restroom, all that, they've got gas, all that kind of stuff. They also have, like I said earlier, they have the whitewater rafting that you can sign up for. You can see it's 35 miles an hour, so town, so I would recommend doing the speed limit. They also have a really nice hotel in town, and you can just kind of see some of the buildings as we drive by. There'll be one building we're going to really take a look at. It's right here on the right. We just passed it, but I'm just going to take a, there's the hotel to the right over here. And we're going to come back in just a minute and just take a look at a few things here. So, hang on here. We're going to stop by and take a look again. Now, here we go. Here's the gas station. This is the Oysterman gas station. And they're in the process of redoing it. This is actually an older photo. They've actually done quite a bit since this video was taken. But they're redoing it, gonna paint it and do a bunch of, because they've got some grants, so they're gonna redo the whole thing. But this is the Oysterman gas station in Peach Springs, Arizona. And now we're gonna be going to the Grand Canyon Caverns. So I'm just taking a few photos from the outside. We actually didn't go all the way into the cavern. They've been closed for a while. Now they're back open though, so definitely worth a stop. They're about 200 feet under the ground. Really cool cavern tours you can take, so I would definitely recommend that. But I'm just gonna hush now and let you just enjoy the video here and enjoy the nice roadside views. Route 66 is beautiful and it's just a fun cruise here. So let's kick back, listen to the music, and take a ride with Big Mike. You know, Route 66 is all about the memories, mile by mile. And you'll see cool old cars and trucks and places of the past and current. And it just tells you the history of America. And that's, you know, this road was called many things. It was called the Mother Road. It was called the Main Street of America because it went through, it was the main street for all these different towns. It was originally started in 1926. And next year is actually going to be the official centennial or 100-year anniversary of Route 66. So it's going to be going crazy next year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for all that. But I hope watching this video inspires you to go ahead and make your own road trip. What's neat is you can go through and just relax, kick back, enjoy yourself, let the tensions of the day, don't worry about all the other stuff, and just drive. And there's something relaxing about when you do that. Roll the window down a little bit so you feel that breeze in your face. Take a nice deep breath. Or if you're in the passenger seat, sometimes it's just nice to take a little bit of a nap. I've done that too before. But that's just the beauty of traveling in America, in the USA. These wide open stretches. You know, I've talked to the people from Europe and a lot of places, and they just don't have all these wide open stretches. And that's what's so neat about Arizona, Oklahoma, a lot of these places where you drive and you've got miles and miles where there's just nobody. Beautiful country, and you know, it's good. We still have a little bit of driving to do. We're actually still following this. See those motorcycles way up there, and the specks up front. Those guys are living the dream, riding on Route 66 or cruising it. But we are heading to Grand Canyon Caverns right now, and it's really cool. Actually, they just got the elevator working a couple months ago, and you can actually go down, take an elevator down into caverns that are 200 feet below ground. So definitely a fun stop. And there's other gold cars and trucks and just a kind of mix of things there. And they also have a lot of people take it as they're going down to Havasupai Falls. They stay there and then head down to Havasupai Falls. So, but anyway, let's just kind of hang out here. We're going to drive up here, and when we go ahead and get a little closer here, go ahead and talk about the Grand Canyon Caverns. All right, it's road trip time. Let's go. All right, well, we have finally arrived, Grand Canyon Caverns. You see that's up on the right-hand side. Looks like the motorcycles are pulling off at this stop. We're gonna just hop off here a little bit and just take a look around for just a second. We're not really going into the caverns part, but they have a motel up here, so a lot of people stay here for going to the Havasupai Falls. And you go back, I don't know, it's about a mile or something, you can get back to the caverns area, and that's really cool. We're just going to take a look, and these guys are definitely stopping, looks like, right here. We just do a drive-by, and then I'll come back and take a little closer look. Definitely a fun stop between Seligman and Hackberry, basically. The Grand Canyon Caverns, Route 66 landmark, must see. Nice. Just kind of got the caverns in. Stay there. A couple of the old trucks they've got out front, kind of some fun stuff. And then a radiator springs gas. They got a whole lineup of old gas pumps and other fun stuff here. Very cool. Well, tell you what, guys, are you ready? We're hitting the road again. Our next stop, hang on, it's gonna be Seligman, Arizona. Kind of my like I said, that's my little part of Route 66 up there where we have our place, and gonna show you around town just a little bit, just kind of a quick little fun visit of Route 66. But hang on, there's still some kind of fun little drive here, and we'll just check everything out. All right, well, let's get back to the music and a little more road tripping. Yeah. Went through a little construction here, but you know the good news, Yavapai County is redoing this road. I mean, this road is smooth. I mean, it's really, really nice drive. Way better than I-40, by the way. I-40 Yeah, I-40 is a pain. It's just this is so much nicer drive, and they just redid the road right here. So this is the Yavapai County section. We're heading over towards Seligman, and gonna just take a look around town and have a good time. So hang on here, got a little more driving to do, and we'll get there. Then I'm going to show you around my place, my town, and let you see some of the cool things in town, and check out Route 66. Seligman is the birthplace of historic Route 66, which happened in 1987, and that was basically, they got a historic designation from the state of Arizona for Route 66, and that was basically the start of revitalizing Route 66 nationwide. So kind of like the Cars movie, well, we were Radiator Springs in real life. Except we didn't have the talking cars, but we got them with eyeballs, so they look pretty cool. All right, well, hang on here. We're going to keep going, so stick with me. One nice thing about Seligman, Arizona is 5,300 foot elevation, so it's definitely, we're not Phoenix, we're way cooler, we're about 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix most of the time. We do get a little bit of snow in the wintertime, 6 to 12 inches, maybe a little more in a high snow winter, but it doesn't stick around long. And, our main tourist season, just so everybody knows, is really like mid-March all the way through the end of October. The best months for traveling up here are April, May, and September, October. But we have business all summer long. We're still, like I said, it's pretty nice up here, and it stays constant. One thing you do need to look into, like in August, sometimes September, is you might have monsoons. They're storms that come in. They're not real. They'll drop some rain. They're usually pretty fast. They'll come in, drop rain, and then go away. So they don't stick around the whole day most of the time. But we're just kind of driving around here into Seligman. Like I said, look at that pretty road. They just went ahead and repaved this road, and it looks really nice. And I'm telling you from experience, it's smooth. It's nice. So we're going to just keep driving here until we get into Seligman. Then I'll give you a little tour around town. You're going to love that. Seligman's a cool place to see. Now some of these red signs on you'll see on the right hand here, these are the old Burma shave signs. They were never really in Arizona, but they added them just to give people a feel of what it really was like, and they're really cool. It would have a saying, and then at the very end of it, it would always say Burma shave. And when you're going towards Seligman, you'll see a whole bunch of these. They're really cool. Alright, well, hang in there. We got a little more driving to do. And we'll be getting into Seligman, Arizona pretty quick here. What we're going to do when we get there, we're going to do a drive through town, and then I'm just going to kind of show you around Big Mike style. Just kind of give you an idea, the Grand Canyon Caverns, where we were just at, is about a little over 25 miles to Seligman. This is kind of the longest stretch that you're going to go without really seeing too much, but there's a lot of cool, just the trees around, and it's still a pretty area. It takes about a half hour roughly to go ahead and get from the Grand Canyon Caverns to Seligman, or vice versa. Depending on which way. This trip right now, we're actually heading east, so like be coming from Kingman area side. If you're coming like from Williams or Seligman side, then you go west, and you just really basically do this opposite. So that's where we're at, but we're getting close to Seligman, so hang on. Well, here we go. Welcome to Seligman, Arizona on Historic Route 66. Gonna drive through town here a little bit and just let you check everything out. You can see the Seligman sign right there. Gotta stop for just a second. Now we're cruising through town. So we have all sorts of stuff. You've got the Route 66 General Store on the left-hand side, the Chevron, the A&W. We've got a cool mural on the gas station here. You'll see on the left-hand side is going to be the Roadkill Cafe. On the right, coming up, is going to be Westside Lilo's, world-famous carrot cake. There you go. See the Westside Lilo's. We also have the historic Route 66 Motel right there. And just going to keep driving through town here and let you see Seligman, Arizona. This is a little more coming up into the kind of the residential section here. We basically have two business sections on both sides of town, and then there's a residential area in between. So I usually recommend driving to the one side because it's probably, I don't know, half mile, whatever. But a lot of fun stuff on both sides of town to check out. One neat thing about Seligman is that we've got some awesome food here. I mean, we've got the snow cap, Delgadillo snow cap. Lots of places to stay up here. We also have the Roadkill 66 Cafe, and we have Westside Lilo's Cafe. And you can't go wrong eating at any of those. So then we've got the Seligman Grocery back there. Got a really cool mural. We'll get a little better look at some of the other stuff here. We're just driving through. And coming up, you'll see we've got lots of buses we get in all the time. There's Angel and Wilma's Delgadillo's. There's Angel's Place. There's my store right here, Route 66 Road Relics, and that is the Delgadillo Snow Cap right there. Lots of cool old cars and trucks in back, and a great place to go for snagging ice cream. So we're gonna walk around here, and I'm gonna just give you a quick tour of our town. Like I said, this is the Delgadillo Snow Cap. Awesome hamburgers, ice cream, tacos. Their tacos are pretty dang good. Yeah, just got a little slow time at the moment on when I was doing this video, so I got lucky. And just gonna keep walking around here a little bit and let you just take in everything. That's my place up there at the top. And then if we look around here across the street, we actually have the Aztec Motel and Creative Space. Great place to stay. They have some kind of fun themed rooms. And we're right outside my place. That's our robot Big Mac right there. You've got a Chevy Love cut up on the top there. Got a cool photo op with an old Jeep here. And got my 1939 Chevy truck. And just going to walk down Route 66 Road Relics. Come check us out. Got Marilyn Monroe on the side of the building. Gotta love that. 1939 Chevy. Look at that bad boy. So we get lots of buses. When we're in season, people don't understand. We get 20, 30 buses a day sometimes when we're in high season. It's crazy. There's a deal of Angel Delgadillo, and this is Angel and Velma's Route 66 gift shop. Look at this cool mural they've got outside. Go check it out. Do a little walk in here. Just gonna give you a little tour of our piece of Route 66 up here in Seligman, Arizona. There's a lot of nice murals around town for sure. Good place to take some photos. And here's the Rusty Bolt just down the street. Got a cool Ford Edsel there. There's just so much to see. This town is classic, Route 66, classic America. Here's my buddy's place. The Copper Cart was the restaurant used to be here. They still have the sign. Route 66 Motorporium's my buddy's place. And they got the sticker bus here, old bus you can put stickers on or sign. All my friends John and Debbie own this place. They got all these cool cars and trucks outside. One thing that you won't see, they have inside about a collection of, 35 to 40 old vintage motorcycles that are really cool. And they have a whole gift shop here. And here next door, got the Seligman Fire Department truck. And they got a new place. It's just coming in. Don't know if it's open yet, but it's going to be Highway Hot Dogs. So we'll be excited to welcome them into the community here soon. Got the old police car right there. You gotta love that. And then here's my buddy Tomater. I love Tomater. He's awesome. Well, this is Seligman, Arizona. Hope you enjoyed our tour, and please subscribe.